Look at these contentious cats, primed for battle.
He's releasing a line of merchandise saying, I'm cashing in on hoism.
He's won as many Oscars as Leo, too.
What the hell, Campbells? Andy Warhol didn't die for this.
Because for these women, their butts really are their moneymakers.
Will be a memorable movie for years to come.
Might have let that one go a little longer just to wail on her for a little bit.
Have you ever heard of that city? I haven't.
Welcome back to another hot edition of Ames Tonight. As always, I am the Trap King, Megan Moran.
And I'm your cool and fun Feekin co-host, Laurel Feeks.
Now, you know, it's been a hot minute since I've talked about Kanye West, so I've got some stuff to say tonight. Monday night was a magical night since I went to St. Paul, Minnesota, and watched the one, the only, Kanye West perform on his St. Pablo tour. Oh boy, it was lit. So lit. His suspended, floating, moving stage was insanely cool. After opening with Father Stretch My Hands Part 1 and 2, he went on to say, and I quote, St. Paul, did you know they named this city after me? What a freaking guy. I love you, Kanye. Way to put on a hell of a show.
Okay, now that Megan got that out of her system, we can go ahead and talk about the absolute mess that is happening with our country. Just yesterday, the hashtag Repeal the 19th was the #1 thing trending on Twitter. Yes, repeal the 19th Amendment. For those of you who aren't familiar with what the 19th Amendment is, it's the women's right to vote.
This whole disgusting, idiotic trend came about following a tweet from Nate Silver of 538, who tweeted out different graphics of what would happen if only men voted, then what would happen if only women voted. Those graphics displayed that if only men voted, then most of the country would vote for Trump, and then if only women voted, most of the country would vote for Hillary.
So Trump supporters were not a fan of this fun little graphic and got the bright idea that we should repeal the 19th Amendment from the Constitution. This is where we are as a country. This is what's happening. I was unaware it was 1916. Or it was 1916 and not 2016.
Some tweets read, quote, women are not fit for politics. And if women are the only thing stopping the greatest president that this country has ever seen, then why not repeal the 19th? I'm sorry, but I'm pretty sure the footage of Trump saying he would sexually assault and harass women just came out. And tell me how that makes for the greatest president our country has ever seen.
Don't worry, Megan. That was just locker room talk. Just boys being boys.
My bad. I totally forgot locker room talk and boys being boys was a plausible excuse for sexual assault. So please take away my right to vote and continue to openly and publicly say terrible things about women.
And on that note, Bill Clinton popped by campus yesterday and stopped at the Starbucks on Lincoln Way. Clinton has been on a bus tour across the state of Iowa campaigning for his wife, Hillary. ISU TV's very own executive producer, Maria Lizignoli, got a chance to see him.
Yep. Yesterday, Bill Clinton hit me in the face. It was awesome.
Was it? So can you just explain how you kind of like managed to get over there? It looked
Well,
like it was pretty high security.
Yeah, he stopped at a Starbucks, and basically I tried to kind of sneak my way in to make, it look like I was getting coffee, but yeah, security didn't let me in. But I was at the front of the line. That's how I got to see him.
So what was the moment leading up to the smack in the face?
He comes out, he's shaking hands, taking pictures, he's reaching over to me to shake someone's hand, and bang, you can see it right there.
Oh, there it is. Look at that beauty.
There it is. I was wearing my glasses that day, and they got a little crooked, and it took me by surprise. I'm pretty sure he, saw that on my face, and he was like, oh, I'm sorry. So he consoled me. It was fine. And then he shook my hand, and I asked him who he was going to vote for this election.
And what was his answer?
He said probably Hillary.
Probably
based
Hillary?
on the last two elections, or based on the last two debates. He said probably
Understandable, Hillary. Yeah. Was there any thought going through your head, as he was hitting your face?
Honestly, I just wanted to get a selfie, and then it happened, and it took me that by surprise.
I see. Is there anything that is better than that moment in time? Like, can you name a better moment in your life than being hit in the face by Bill Clinton?
Honestly, I mean, I might say my birth, but I don't remember that.
But you don't remember?
I don't remember my birth. This moment, Bill hitting me in the face, I will remember forever.
Do you think anything will ever top that moment?
No.
Not even like the birth of your child, future children?
You know,
or future marriage, nothing?
I
Buying
really
a house,
doubt it, honestly.
getting a job?
Bill and his, I'm not gonna lie, I'm pan strong.
She went there, folks.
That's
You heard it
another-
here. You heard it here first. Maria Lizignoli has peaked in life.
We'll be right back
We
with
will be-
our nightly
We
news.
will be right back
Stay
with your
tuned.
nightly news. Stay tuned.
Welcome back to your nightly news. I'm Megan Lutz.
And I'm Nolan Cracky. Let's get started.
Guess what? They're still winning. That's right. For all of you out there who aren't closely following the good old sports ball team from Chicago, the Cubs are back at it again. The Cubs are famous for getting all of our hopes up and then crushing them all at the last second. Any fan knows the emotional roller coaster of each game is something to look forward to. They didn't gain the nickname lovable losers for nothing. Now, some people say it's because of a curse. Quick history lesson. Back in 1945, this guy with the nickname Billy Goat was trying to get into the game at Wrigley Field with his pet goat. He was told by the Cubs owner that his pet goat wasn't allowed in. So legend has it that this man threw his arms in the air and placed a hex on the team. They supposedly won't win a World Series until a goat is allowed in Wrigley Field. There's some conflicting views on how the curse is supposed to be reversed, and I'm no hex expert here, but I'm pretty sure animal rights group PETA wouldn't be very thrilled if a goat was sacrificed on the field. But who really believes that? There's probably not a curse anyway. As every Cubs fan knows, this time it really is our year.
The Trumps must have a sweet tooth. They have brought another candy into the limelight of the news. It started with Donald Trump Jr. comparing the Syrian refugee crisis to a bowl of Skittles. Now Tic Tac has released a statement through Twitter due to a comment made by Trump in a video back in 2005. In this video, Trump said he needed to use some Tic Tacs in case he were to start kissing a young woman. Tic Tac responded with, "Tic Tac respects all women. We find that the recent statements and behavior completely inappropriate and unacceptable."
Maternity photo shoots aren't just for humans anymore. Dog owner Kennedy Sorensen posted pictures of pregnant golden retriever Chanel and the puppy daddy Leroy. The golden retriever couple are posing with a sign reading 9 days until puppies to commemorate this journey. Now, we're used to seeing couples pose for pictures along the lines of engagement announcements, wedding photos, and maternity photo shoots, but never dog couples before. These cute and adorable pictures have already went globally viral as they have already received over 22,000 retweets and 37,000 likes. They've inspired more people to take pictures of their dogs, and to that I say thank you. That is exactly what we needed. We need more pictures of cute dogs on the internet.
The second presidential debate was another cluster of garbage from both candidates, but there was one clear winner in the end, Ken Bone. That's right, the man with the porno name was taken to a whole new level once the internet got a hold of him. Since his sudden uptake in popularity, he has made an advertising deal with Uber, and he has had a Halloween costume modeled after him. But out of all this, there's still one question that many people would like to know. Why?
Residents on the East Coast are still recovering from Hurricane Matthew, and it's even harder for those who don't know if family members are all right. In one case, a family was very concerned about their grandma and were unable to get any information if she was okay. Nebraska native Eric Olson said he hadn't heard from his grandmother for a solid 2 days after her power went out in Florida. After calling the police department without any response, he decided to get creative. Olson then called his grandma's local Papa John's to have a pizza delivered to her house. If the pizza was able to be delivered to her house, then the family would know her grandma was okay. As a result, in under 30 minutes, the pizza made it to Claire Olson, where under special pizza order instructions, she was able to use someone's cell phone to alert her family she was in fact safe from the hurricane.
As Hurricane Matthew tore through Jacksonville, Florida last weekend, many were afraid of the potential damages to come. But one man embraced his inner metalhead and braved the storm. Lane Pittman shared a video on Facebook of him standing shirtless in the rain, holding an American flag, all while Slayer's Raining Blood blared in the background. Lane commented on a Facebook video that he had a request for some hair action during the cane. He also said, "Emma Watson, hit me up. Kick ass." It seems that Iowa State went too hard in the paint during the Tuesday concert. Megan Moran has the story.
Students gathered at the Hanson Agriculture Center for the Waka Flocka concert Tuesday night. Tickets for the concert were $32 to the public and $20 with an ISU student ID.
So we wanted to bring something that was a little bit more diverse to campus. And so we did process of elimination. We looked at shows that Waka's done in the past, and he's fairly easy to work with, and a lot of schools that had worked with him had really great reviews.
Waka Flocka is the first rapper to come to Iowa State University since Visha got canceled in 2014. The Student Union Board teamed up with the Black Student Alliance to get Waka Flocka here at ISU.
Actually, it was a pretty fluid process and really good collaboration effort within itself.
The Student Union Board has multiple processes on how and performers.
They ask us to maybe bring a specific genre, and then we have to do our research and look at who's available, who's going on tour. So then we kind of have to reach out to different people that way. And that's kind of how Waka came into discussion. We were reached out to by the former president, Marcus from BSA.
This whole event was started by our previous president, Marcus Flynn. And then it was kind of toward the curtail of the semester, so I kind of took under the reins and kind of took on the planning process with that.
Waka Flocka had two openers. First was Narada Sadi, and next was Mike Floss. Waka Flocka did perform some of his hits like Grove Street Party, No Hands, and Hard in the Paint before his set got cut early.
The first show I ever did in 10 years, I got shut down. They were too rowdy.
For Ames Tonight, I'm Megan Moran.
Yeah, it's been real, Ames. Stay tuned for more Ames Tonight.
My name is Andrea Safar. I'm the general manager of ICTV, and this is Under 60.
I'm Annie Harmon. I'm an associate producer of Ames Tonight, and you are watching Under 60.
I'm Tisa Tolinar. I'm a producer for Newswatch on ISU TV, and this is Under 60.
Hello, my name is Han Wong. I'm the sports director here at ICTV, and this is Under 60.
I'm Maria Lizignoli, and I am the executive producer for ISU TV, and this is Under 60.
Hello, my name is Trey Temple. I'm an assistant producer with ISU TV, and this is Under 60.
All right, on your marks, get set, go. Who is Kim Kardashian married to?
Oh, Kanye West.
Who wrote the book Girl with the Lower Back Tattoo?
I don't know.
What is Bruce Jenner's new name?
Caitlyn.
On the show Breaking Bad, which subject did Walter White teach?
Chemistry.
What is the name of the Star Wars film released in 2015?
Pass.
Who directed the 2010 psychological thriller film Shutter Island?
Shutter Island? I don't know, but Leonardo DiCaprio was in it.
The song Paparazzi was a 2009 hit for which female artist?
Lady Gaga.
What are the names of Harry Potter's parents?
James and what is her name? Lily.
Is Gladys Knight dead or alive?
Alive?
Which music artist had a #1 hit single in the song Hot Stuff in 1978?
Pass.
How many brothers were in the Jackson 5 lineup?
5.
What did Mike Posner take in Ibiza to show Avicii he was cool?
Uphill.
Dave Grohl's the lead singer of what band?
I don't know.
Known for hits like How You Remind Me and Rockstar, which Canadian rock band formed in 1995?
Nickelback.
The 2008 animated comedy film Escape to Africa is a sequel to which film?
Escape to Africa? I don't know.
Adam Savage co-hosts which show?
Pass.
Who is the artist that released the album Views?
No idea. Pass that one.
What is Batman's real name?
Bruce Wayne.
Who won the Oscar for Best Male Performance in 2016?
Pass.
Who plays William Turner in Pirates of the Caribbean?
It's not Jack Sparrow. Pass.
What city did What city did the Beatles come from?
London.
How many members were of the Spice Girls?
5.
Beautiful Girls was a 2007 debut single and hit for which reggae-influenced artist?
Pass.
In which 2013 film would you find Olaf the Snowman?
Frozen.
Who wrote the book Girl with the Lower Back Tattoo?
Also pass that one.
Cocaine was an ingredient of which popular soft drink until 1903?
Coca-Cola.
What did Mike Posner take in Ibiza? Airing on American television during the 1960s, what kind of animal was Flipper? How many brothers were in the Jackson 5 lineup?
5 total brothers.
What is the name of the second Lord of the Rings movie?
Two Towers.
Michael Myers was the antagonist in what slasher horror movie series?
I don't know. I don't watch horror movies.
What hit Netflix original involves 3 kids, an odd girl, and a missing boy?
Stranger Things.
What are the names of Harry Potter's parents?
Peter. Alan. Pass.
Rihanna and Kanye West recorded the song 4 or 5 Seconds with which legendary English singer-songwriter?
Sir Paul McCartney.
Who is the actor that plays Deadpool?
Ryan Reynolds.
What is Nemo's father's name?
Oh man, the clownfish. Skip it. I don't remember. Marlin.
Cocaine was an ingredient of which popular soft drink until 1903?
Coca-Cola.
Which double-name singer had a 2012 chart hit with the song Home?
Chris Daughtry.
Who is the actor that plays Deadpool?
Ryan Reynolds.
Timon and Pumbaa are featured in which Disney film?
Lion King.
Who is Kim Kardashian married to?
Kanye West.
What is Bruce Jenner's new name?
Oh God. Caitlyn Jenner.
Who directed the 2010 psychological thriller film Shutter Island?
Pass.
Who is the artist that released the album Views?
Drake.
What was Rachel's last name in the hit show Friends?
Green.
Dave Grohl is the lead singer of what band?
Foo Fighters.
How many characters can be in a tweet?
140.
Timon and Pumbaa are featured in which Disney film?
Lion King.
Which hit Netflix documentary series follows up the trial of a mischarged man in Wisconsin?
Making a Murder.
Who plays William Turner in the Pirates of the Caribbean series?
William Turner. Oh, Orlando Bloom.
What hit Netflix original involves 3 kids, an odd girl,
Stranger
and
Things.
What is the Oscar statue holding?
Nothing?
What is Batman's real name?
Bruce Wayne.
How many characters can be in a tweet?
140.
You Belong With Me was the 2009 hit for which American singer-songwriter?
Taylor Swift.
Which TV show would you see the characters Dr. Cox and Dr. Kelso?
Pass.
What is the name of the princess in Aladdin?
Jasmine.
What is the name of the Star Wars film released in 2015?
I've never seen any of them, but it probably has something to do with Force and Awakening.
What city did the Beatles come from?
Liverpool.
Who legally adopted a symbol to replace his name in 1993?
Prince.
The role of Lizzie McGuire was played by which actress?
Hillary Duff.
Michael Myers was the antagonist in what slasher horror movie series?
Chainsaw Massacre? Chainsaw Massacre?
Who won the Oscar for Best Male Performance in 2016?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
And that is 60.
That counts. Leo counts, right?
It counts.
Leo counts.
And that is 60. That's 60 seconds. And that is 60. And that's 60. All right. Who is Nemo's father?
It starts with a D. Pass.
And that is 60.
And that is under 60. Dang.
That was so good. Marlon.
Marlon. Oh.
I'm Taylor Mankel here back by unpopular demand to break down some music that you've probably heard before. It's been years since I've heard these songs, and we decided to take to Twitter. Ames Tonight on Twitter, make sure to give them a follow. But they put out a poll on regards of me and what song I should break down this week, and apparently they decided to go 90s to early 2000s. So I am breaking down a song by Britney Spears. This is Toxic. Okay, we're going to start this off. Now, It's always good, this is a very pop thing to do, starting the song with the word baby. So, baby can't you see? I'm calling. Think of this, she probably had a razor or something back then. This is probably, when did Toxic, was that 90s or early 2000s? It might have been, was that block phones? Like, I don't know. But regardless, I'm calling, maybe on a landline. A guy like you should wear a warning. Okay. It's dangerous, I'm falling. Na, 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 na. Okay, moving on. There's no escape. I can't wait. I need a hit. Baby, give me it. Okay, Brittany. We're going to talk through things because this was early-ish, Brittany. So, come on, Britt. This was before you shaved your head. This was before you had a bunch of kids. You don't need a hit. Drugs are bad, okay? Let me tell you. Drugs are not a good thing. This sounds like it could be a metaphor, using drugs as a metaphor for men. I get that. But, you know, drugs are not a joke. Did you ever go through the DARE program? That's probably what I was doing when this song came out, going through the DARE program. Regardless, you're dangerous. I'm loving it. Mickey D's, right? All right, moving on. Too high. Can't come down. This is definitely a drug thing. I didn't know Spears was all up in it, but regardless, can't come down, losing my head, spinning round and round. Wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round. Cut it. Okay, don't you feel me now? No, I don't. All right, here we go. I don't know if it goes here, but then with a taste of your lips, I'm on a ride. You're toxic. I'm slipping under with a taste of Poison Paradise. Poison Paradise. Okay, let's break this down here. Let's go poison first. Poison's a bad thing. Paradise is a good thing. So we're working with like a yin-yang effect here. Britney Spears is going deep. Regardless, I'm addicted to you. Don't you know that you're toxic? She keeps saying toxic, and all I can think of is that sour candy. I don't know if you guys know, but this is a candy this is probably what I was doing back then as a kid, just eating some sour candy, ruining my teeth. It's beautiful. It was a beautiful time, but she's using it as a sexual, possibly drug-inflicted thing. It's interesting stuff here on Ames tonight. We're going to keep moving. And I love what you do. Don't you know that you're toxic? No, don't. All right. It's getting late to give you up. I took a sip from my devil's cup. Slowly, it's taking me over. All right, okay. Too high, can't come down. And we've been through this before. I'm just thinking that old, crusty Pixar dude from Up, just floating away. He can't come back. He's not coming back. Because have you guys heard that the conspiracy theory, they think he's dead? Ruined it. Ruined it. He's dead the whole time. It's his trip in the afterlife, whatever. Regardless, he can't come down. It's in the air, and it's all around. Can you feel me now? Still can't. With the taste of your lips, I'm on a ride. You're toxic. See, I've heard the song before, so I'm trying not to sing it here. I'm slipping under. With the taste of a poison paradise, I'm addicted to you. Don't you know that you're toxic? And I love what you do. Don't you know that you're toxic? Well, you know what? We're taking it back with this week, and I've never hated against Britney Spears. She's obviously a talented artist. She knows what she's doing. She had a couple weird years where she was busting out of limos with no hair. I can respect that. Sometimes hair gets annoying. Get rid of it. I'm down with that. So, you know, Britney, we're going to throw it back. I know you're watching out there, Mrs. Spears. So I'm going to give this a solid 2 thumbs up. Toxic, taking it back here on Ames tonight. But regardless, another thing dealing with pop culture. Have you missed a blockbuster movie? Would you like to catch a free movie with friends? Check out Cyclone Cinema. Paul Haddish has the story.
Going out to the movies can cost you quite a bit of money. But what if I told you you could watch all these same blockbuster hits for free? Iowa State's Cyclone Cinema hosts weekly movies in room 101 of Carver Hall.
A lot of good movies, a lot of #1 movies also in the box offices, and I'd encourage people to come here because it's free, and students should take advantage of the free movies, dirt cheap concessions, and also free movies, and it's just great entertainment and cheap entertainment to just relieve some stress from your classes.
I mean, it's free movies every single weekend, and a lot of the times these are movies that, you know, were in theaters pretty recently, and usually for that, I mean, you have to pay money for it, so you're getting to see blockbuster movies for no price.
Stop on by.
That's all we have time for here on Ames Tonight. Thanks for sticking around, and we will see you next week. Have a great night.